around their waist. They're headed this way for a word before they get into the ring. Steve?
Hey, Dave, you know, week after week we take these belts all over the country and defend them, but there's a lot of great fans at home that can't get out to the matches. We've got a lot of cards and letters come in saying how they'd like to see these belts defended. So right here on TV today, me and Rex are doing do something for all the great fans at home that can't get out. We're going to defend these belts right here in the middle of the ring.
Well, that's great.
That's right, Dave. We're going to put the belts up today on TV. How about that, man?
All right, so
ready to rock and roll?
we're ready. Let's go. All right, the belts are on the line. The Southern Rockers, the champions, headed for the ring right now. Their opponents will be coming out here. Tell you what, their opponents have been impressive since they've been in the USWA. Teamed up, Sweet Daddy Falcone, Rickhouse Brown, and manager Reggie B. Fine, you see right there in the center. They are a formidable tag team since Reggie B. Fine has put them together here a few weeks ago. And under his guidance, they have certainly been winning some matches. They head into the ring.
Well, now we are considered as the Uptown Posse.
The Uptown Posse, huh? That's the word from Reggie B. Fine about Sweet Daddy Falcone and Brickhouse Brown. You got all four of them in there right now. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, says, hey, it's got to be 1 against 1. Southern Rockers say, hey, these two guys jumped us even before the bell sounded, and that's exactly what happened. But now things kind of slow down just a bit as Brickhouse Brown and Sweet Daddy Falcone have a conference. The referee tolls the count. It's at 3. Remember, the World Tag Team titles right here at the desk are on the line this time. Whoever wins this match will walk out of here as world champions. Steve Dahl, Rex King, the Southern Rockers. They've been the champions since shortly after they came into the USWA. Fine-looking team. Boy, you could tell when we first saw them that they were certainly championship-caliber wrestlers. And they wasted no time in working their way into a championship match, winning the belts, and even tougher, defending them successfully time after time. As Steve Dahl said, all over the country. Brickhouse Brown in there against Rex King. King fires Brick into the rope. Throws shoulder butt. Nice one by Brickhouse Brown coming out of the corner. Brickhouse steps over. Whoa! Brickhouse Brown went for the press. Rex King moved out of the way. You got a couple of veteran tag teams there. I tell you what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to take a break here. Remember, this is a 60-minute time limit match. We'll keep the tape rolling, and if anything happens while we're away and if there's a pin while we're away, of course, we'll come back and show it to you a little bit later. Right now, let's take a break as the action continues. The Tag Championship in progress.
Wednesday night, the Evansville Coliseum, it's USWA Wrestling. Opening match, Ben Jordan battles the Inhuman. Grudge battle, Mike Awesome against Wildside Chris Champion. A World Tag Team title match. The winner of the TV title match on television today takes on Jeff Gaylord and Scott Bradley. Southern title match. Superstar Bill Dundee defends the gold against Hollywood John Tatum, accompanied at ringside with the lovely Tessa. A return grudge match. The Dirty White Boys with Ronnie P. Gossett battle Jeff Jarrett and Billy Joe Travis. And the main event, Handsome Jimmy Valiant in a big grudge battle against Ronnie P. Gossett. Don't miss USWA Wrestling Action, Paoli, Indiana on Thursday, May 17th at the high school, sponsored by the Optimist Club. Save $1 on advance tickets. Hanover, Indiana, Thursday, May 24th, Southwestern High School, sponsored by the FFA. Save $1 on advance tickets. And don't miss a minute of the action, Evansville Coliseum, Wednesday night. We'll see you there.
Jeff Jarrett, Billy Travis, you mentally retarded flakes. I can't believe you've got the nerve to want another shot at the Dirty White Boys and Ronnie Gossett after what we did to you last week. Well, we're going to accommodate you real well. You turned your back on Jerry Lawler. You shunned the advice of Ronnie P. Gossett, Travis, and we're going to get even. You made your bed, and now you're going to lie in it face down. I don't care what you bring to ringside. You can bring a whole slew of guitars, because I'll play a mean tune on that head, pal. Tell him, white boy.
That's it. You know, in Evansville, I can't wait to get there. Because, Billy Joe, you turned your back on us, baby. You went and got a guitar, and you want to start busting heads with it. Well, that's fine and dandy, because you see, I've got something, too, that'll match out with those guitars. What do you think, Jimmy?
That's right. Wednesday night, Evansville. Get ready to get dirty white all night long. The White Boys and Ronnie P. Gossett, we coming at you.
And that ain't all. When I get through with you, Social Security's not going to help you out, pal.
Be there.
Welcome back to action. The World Tag Team title match continues here. The Southern Rockers, Steve Dahl and Rex King, defending the belts against a team that Reggie B. Fine says now wants to be known as the Uptown Posse. Sweet Daddy Falcone and Brickhouse Brown challenging for the Southern Rockers World Belt. Sweet Daddy Falcone, whoa, finds himself being flipped by Rex King. King put a good move on him. Falcone looks like he's almost out on his feet there. Rex King over to the corner, makes the tag, and here comes Steve Dahl. Right hand of the midsection by Steve. Whoa, a reversal by Falcone. But Steve Dahl, the pressure of the two men in the ring, used it to his advantage, not Falcone. Falcone. Well, this guy's huge. He weighs about 295. He is solid. And Steve Dahl moves out of the way as Falcone came away from the ropes. And was going to try to put a move on him, but it didn't work. Brickhouse Brown hanging back in the corner. Steve Dahl not going in there after him. Boy, that's a wise move. You don't get to be champion by making mistakes like that. And Steve Dahl certainly did not make the mistake of headed for the corner with Reggie B. Fine and Falcone over there awaiting. Brickhouse Brown, he's a tough veteran. He's being cautious coming out of there, but don't be misled. He's not backing up. He's just taking his time and probably plotting all the way what he's going to do. Oh, Brickhouse missed on a right fist. He was going to throw at Steve Dahl. Steve moved out of the way. Here comes Rex King. He brings a knee lift into play. And that slows down Brickhouse Brown. I tell you what, when they got Falcone in there, Falcone came in, and he acted like he was ready to clean up and take the belt home in just a matter of seconds. Well, they slowed him down. Brickhouse Brown now looking pretty good. The champions, the Southern Rockers, in trouble at the moment. Reggie B. Fine doing a little celebrating over in the corner after that move. They double it up. Tag made, and Falcone will be coming in. Reggie B. Fine says we got a chance here at the belt, so we're going to make it work. Falcone picked Rex King up in the air. Backbreaker. Steve Dahl in the corner saying, hey, Rex, come on, you're not far from the tag. Try to make it. King. Not able to get to the corner. Trying to get back on his feet and hammered back down to the mat by Sweet Daddy Falcone. Falcone now backed away by referee Jerry Calhoun. Rex King picked up in the air, dropped down on the top rope. Falcone warned about that now by referee Jerry Calhoun, but the damage has been done. King flipped back near the corner. Falcone picks him up by the hair, over to the corner, the tag on Brickhouse Brown. Now they double team. Brickhouse climbing the rope. Rex King moves out of the way, and Brickhouse Brown comes down on the head of Sweet Daddy Falcone. Falcone out of it on the floor here. Now Reggie B. Fine sending him back into the action. We got all four of them in there. It's Rex King going against Falcone. Steve Dahl against Brickhouse Brown. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, trying to get it back to 1 against 1 in this championship match. Brickhouse Brown, shoulders down in the mat, but there's a cane pass into the ring to Sweet Daddy Falcone by Reggie B. Fine. The referee sees Steve Dahl there. And the celebration by Reggie B. Fine, Sweet Daddy Falcone, and Brickhouse Brown. You saw what happened. The cane passed into the ring. to Sweet Daddy Falcone. He nailed Steve Daw with that cane. Really jabbed him with it. And as a result, Falcone and Brickhouse Brown walk out of here with the belts in their hand. Rex King over here, not happy. And Rex, I don't blame you, but the referee counted Steve out. Steve Brown, I want to tell everybody something. Sweet Daddy Falcone and Brickhouse Brown, if they want to beat somebody, be a fair to square in the middle. Let them come out here using canes and hit people in the throat. We want some justice. We want Eddie Norman out here right now. Well, we got to take a break right now. I know you're upset. I don't blame you. The fans are upset, too, at the way it ended. But that was unfair. That was unjust out there. We want some satisfaction. I agree with you, but I've got to take a break. Let's do that right now.
Wednesday night, the Evansville Coliseum, it's USWA Wrestling. Opening match, Ben George battles the Inhuman. Grudge battle, Mike Awesome against Wildside Chris Champion. A World Tag Team title match. The winner of the TV title match on television today takes on Jeff Gaylord and Scott Braddock. Southern title match. Superstar Bill Dundee defends the gold against Hollywood John Tatum, accompanied at ringside with the lovely Tessa. A return grudge match. The Dirty White Boys with Ronnie P. Gossett battle Jeff Jarrett and Billy Joe Travis. And the main event, handsome Jimmy Valiant in a big grudge battle against Ronnie P. Gossett. Don't miss USWA Wrestling action, Paoli, Indiana on Thursday, May 17th at the high school, sponsored by the Optimist Club. Save $1 on advance tickets. Hanover, Indiana, Thursday, May 24th, Southwestern High School, sponsored by the FFA. Save $1 on advance tickets. And don't miss a minute of the action, Evansville Coliseum, Wednesday night. We'll see you there. A strange turn of events in Memphis, Tennessee. Brand new World Tag Team Champions, thanks to the underhanded tricks of Reggie B. Fine. And I'm sure we haven't heard the last of that. We're ready to go to Dallas, Texas now. Mark Lawrence is standing by. He's going to talk to Jeff Jarrett and Billy Joe Travis, and what a tag team this combination has made as a result of what happened here on the program last week. Jeff Jarrett and Billy Joe Travis. Strange ring fellows, you might say, but boy, what a tag team. Mark, if you're ready, let's go to Dallas right now.
Well, to the very appropriate music of The Boys Are Back. The Boys Are Back. Jeff Jarrett, Billy Joe Travis. Fans have just seen a couple of pieces of tape going back to that horrible situation with Billy Joe where you and Dundee came down, and then the situation where Billy Joe got even then a short while later, and here we are.
That's right, Mark, and the fun has just begun. Yeah, you, Ronnie P. Gossett, and your boys, the Dirty White Boys, yeah, y'all think y'all are real big and bad. Well, guys, like I said, the fun's just getting started. Yeah, if you want to run a stooge down, Gossett, that's fine, because Billy Joe's got guitar after guitar, and the fun ain't going to stop till Gossett, you get a big guitar right over your hog jaw face.
All right, Billy Joe.
I have got 2 medium guitars and 1 big fat guitar for that big fat head. That's right, punk Gossett. You sit your stooge down, and guess what happened? So I want everybody to bring a big box of crackers, because when I hit you over the head, I'm going to pound you like a big roll of bologna, and we're going to eat you all night, punk, and I guarantee it.
All right. Billy Joe Travis and Jeff Jarrett back together as a team. They're stepping around into the ring for more wrestling excitement as we pick things back up from the control room. Billy Joe Travis, Jeff Jarrett again as a tag team. Fans delighted about that, and they have big plans for the wide load of the USWA, Ronnie P. Gossett. Wrestling time at the Sportatorium with this tag team bout. And the bell rings and we are underway. This is David Hinkle. Opening. go backing around. Now it's the referee's stance. And Hinkle wants to buy a little time and will back into the corner. Hinkle to continue against Jeff Jarrett. Jarrett and Travis, you know, go way back. They were a tag team for a long time before things got totally out of hand regarding their separation. And when they got out of hand, they really got out of hand. And Billy Joe got on one of the wildest tears that we've seen in a long time. But now, thanks to the presence of Jerry the King Lawler, Terrence Garvin, Ronnie P. Gossett, and all of the circumstances that led up to the problems for Billy Joe, we're now seeing a return to the old days and Billy Joe and Travis being together. James Rapp, Hinkle's opponent, getting kicked off the apron in the ring. And Billy Joe gets a cheer out of the crowd as he and Jeff Jarrett are wound up. Billy Joe with a broken guitar, and he's about ready to run Tony Falk out of the ring, the referee, with his guitar, which he now plays without any strings. David Hinkle to continue against Jeff Jarrett. Reading a letter from a fan the other day saying that she had watched USWA wrestling on television for a long time, always enjoyed it, enjoyed the color and the excitement. But she said she attended bouts in person recently. And she writes to say what a marvelous new dimension that being there in person added to her experience and her enjoyment. She says, I think TV's great, but being there in person just adds so much to be there with the crowd where you can respond and holler and be a part of the excitement. And I share that with you as a personal witness to hopefully your plans to be on hand wherever USWA wrestling is in your area. Billy Joe getting a cheer out of the crowd as David Hinkle complains about pain. James Rapp not in much better shape either. Some of our USWA towns are regular towns. They're once a week, once every 2 or 3 weeks. Some towns only occasionally, but whenever you have the opportunity to be with the USWA and enjoy the excitement in person. USWA raises hundreds of thousands of dollars a year for nonprofit organizations on many of our cards. For churches, civic organizations, band boosters, high school booster clubs for athletics, Kiwanis, military organizations, just all sorts of civic and nonprofit organizations. The only professional sports organization that I know of that does that on a regular basis. Billy Joe on James Rapp here. Rapp wearing the turquoise tights that he's going to be taken out and hung over that center rope, the yellow rope, and he's riding that rope and being choked. Billy Joe Travis pulling him on back in and takes that arm over the head. Here's a tag for Jeff Jarrett. James Rapp is thrown and taken down with a clothesline, the pin for 1, and that's all. A great showcase bout here with the talents of Jeff Jarrett and Billy Joe Travis. Big elbow, and down goes Rapp. Rapp taken over the hard way by both of the men. Rapp picked up, dropped down, and Billy Joe Travis is up on the rope. Down comes Billy Joe with a 1, with a 2, and with a 3, and in a very comfortable pin, wins the event over James Rapp. So he and Jarrett are winners over Rapp and David Hinkle. Let's see if Billy Joe Travis is going to do his, well, right now he's going to swing his guitar. David Hinkle, who's nearby, and that's all that's left of the guitar, what you see there in the center of the ring. All right, Mike, we send it back to you.
Thank you, Mark Lawrence. Jeff Jarrett and Billy Joe Travis, they could be the best tag team in the nation if they just keep doing what they're doing now, because they have come out of the box smoking. Let's take a break. More USWA action right after these messages. Wrestling fans, while we were in that break, I just received a phone call from promoter Eddie Marlin at the studio, and we have a card change. Now, promoter Eddie Marlin cannot change the decision of the referee, and of course the referee declared earlier that Brickhouse Brown and his partner, Sweet Daddy Falcone, were victorious in their match and won the USWA World Tag Team Championships right here on television. But as a result of that match, the card has been changed. This week at the arena here, the match has been changed. The Southern Rockers will get an immediate return match against Sweet Daddy Falcone and Brickhouse Brown and their manager, Reggie B. Fine, as a result of the tactics and what happened here on television today and with that cane being used into the ring. So that'll be coming up at the arena right here this week. So be sure to get out and see that match. I see on the monitor that we're about ready to go to Dallas, Texas. The Dirty White Boys and another underhanded individual, Ronnie P. Gossett, are on their way to the ring. Let's switch to Dallas right now and Mark Lawrence.
All right, the Dirty White Boys come down the aisle, preceded by their manager, Ronnie P. Gossett.
Jeff Jarrett, Billy Travis, you think you had a rough match with us the last time you stepped in the ring? Well, let me tell you something. My boys were just toying with you. I'm disappointed in that match. Jerry the King Lawler is disappointed in that match, and the reason being because you were able to walk out of the ring. I wanted to leave you where you had to be carried out. Let me tell you something, Billy Travis, you mentally retarded flake. Jerry Lawler took you under his wing. I gave you my expert advice, and what did you do? You turned your back on us. Well, you made your bed, and now you're going to lie in it, boy, face down. And Jeff Jarrett, I don't know what's happened to you. Evidently, you've taken leave of your senses. But I'm telling you this, forget about your title shots with Jerry Lawler. You've had your first and your last. And I don't care what you bring to the ring. Jeff Jarrett, you bring your classy boy good looks, and you bring those $3 guitars. Isn't that what he calls them? Guitars. Well, you bring them down, because I tell you what, Ronnie P. Gossett will get a hold of that guitar, and I'm going to play a tune on your head, Billy Travis, that you're never going to forget.
That's it. You know, Ronnie, I got to give credit where credit's due. Billy Joe Travis, you put the fear of God in Alex Porto, because after you busted him in the head with that guitar, I hadn't seen the boy since. So what I did, baby, is I got on the horn, and I called up the old club, and I brought Jimmy, my man, in here. No sooner I hung the phone up, I heard outside my place, I heard a big hog come rolling in. And I looked out, and there was Jimmy. And he goes, baby, I'm ready to kick some tail, no matter who it is. So let me tell you boys something. Billy Joe Travis and Jeff Jarrett, you little sissy, you come on down, and I want you to buy you a whole entourage of guitars. And you come down, and I'm inviting you to bust my head with a guitar or this man, because, brother, we'll keep coming and get rid of you. What do you think, Jimmy? That's right, baby, and you guys better be prepared when you get in the ring to get dirty white all night long, baby. That's it, baby. Let's take
You
it.
can take it to the bank on that one, pal.
That's right, baby.
Thank you. All right. Wide Low Gossett will escort the White Boys up toward the ring, and we'll get ready for the next exciting bout, another tag team event. What? Do what?
I'm sick and tired of these morons calling me Porky. I've told you I have a heart condition and I get upset very easy.
All right, here comes Chico Torres and Al Clifton for our next bout. All right, tag team excitement now. Chico Torres and Al Clifton against the Dirty White Boys. This is Mike Powell opening up. Tony Anthony and Mike Powell, the Dirty White Boys, with manager Ronnie P. Gossett. Powell locks up Chico Torres. And all individuals, all 5 of them, are clad in black. Torres back up. Torres with a leapfrog over and down with the arm drive. Ronnie Gossett does not want the fans calling him Porky. You wouldn't do that if you were here, would you?
You okay?
Our direct-to-video Bob has pointed out that Al Clifton never looked so small until Ronnie P. Gossett arrived. Here's Anthony. From the corner throwing Torres, who leaps up, turns with a splash, and is kicked off at 2. There's Ronnie Gossett. I think Gossett has the self. There's Al Clifton. I think Gossett has the self-image problem. Poor image of himself that causes him to try to compensate for that by tearing others down. That's your psychological analysis of Ronnie P. As the White Boys make a tag, back comes Mike Powell. Fans making noise for Chico Torres. Al Clifton, the legal man now. I vote for a match between Clifton and Gossett. Clifton picked up and nailed. Dirty White Boys with World Tag Team title aspiration. Currently, the World Tag Team champions, the Southern Rockers, and Ronnie P. says that they will be no challenge for the Dirty White Boys. All they need is a match. Clifton, double team, as Anthony returns as the legal man. Gossett harassing the crowd while Tony Anthony really works on Al Clifton in the ring. Here's the tag for Powell. Over and down goes Big Al Clifton. And Powell steps across the arm and twists that left arm, as the White Boys' strategy is to weaken Al Clifton by really punishing that left arm. And they're doing about everything to that arm that you can possibly do. Twisting, stomping, hitting. Tag made for Anthony, and he comes. Down with a knee. And Tony Anthony picks right up where Powell left off, still on that arm. He's got a handful of hair. He's got Clifton on his feet, now wrapping the arm around the rope, kicking the rope away and pulling that arm out of socket and joint. Look out from behind while the referee is distracted. Now Clifton in real trouble. Tony Falk wants him out of the rope. Tag made for Powell again. We've seen about 6 White Boys tags to every one of the Clifton Torres tags. Thought he was going to throw him out to the floor. I don't think Clifton can fall through the rope. And Gossett takes his shoe off and nails Al Clifton in the head with his loafer. Gossett took his shoe off and nailed Al Clifton with it. And the White boys move right back in on the left arm. What nerve this Gossett has.
Look at this big fat slob. If this is the best you got for us, then we're packing up today. Look at that. You could sell him by the pound and make a fortune. He could keep you warm in the winter and shady in the summer. If I look like that, I'd hide. That's the most grotesque wrestler I've ever seen in my life. I'm just glad I don't look like that. He's the kind of person, though, these people here can relate to because they like nothing happening, never was, slobs. And that's exactly what you got there.
Anthony's still on that arm of Al Clifton. They've been on the arm for several minutes. Gossett now on the house mic. Talking about Al Clifton being a fat slob. And you can imagine what the fans have to say about that. The Dirty White Boys have really been on that left arm of big Al Clifton. And they're not about to let go of that arm. Look at him now, sort of a, fair to say, hammerlock, the way he twists that around. That's not what it is. But they are bending and twisting and punishing that arm in about every way possible. As Ronnie P. Gossett is offended by the weight of Al Clifton. They won't let Al get over to tag Chico Torres. In comes Mike Powell.
You know that tag team is poetry in motion. This is the greatest tag team Ronnie P. Gossett has ever assembled. And it's your pleasure to be sitting here like the idiot you are watching this match.
Chico came in anyway, and now is going to be backed out by the referee. And look out, Anthony climbing up on the rope while Powell holds on to Clifton, throws him down forward, and it's right back in with the arm bar on that same left arm. And Clifton has indicated that he's through. Ring the bell. We've got a submission victory for the Dirty White Boys.
Another one bites the dust. Get that crane in here and get that big fat slob up. You'll have to scrape him off the mat.
The Dirty White Boys, submission winners, as you see their doting manager, Ronnie P. Gossett. Right after all that, Mike, we send it back to you.
Thank you, Mark Lawrence. The new Dirty White Boys. Jimmy Powell replacing Alex Porto, and looks like Ronnie P. Gossett has got them at peak performance. Speaking of Ronnie P. Gossett, last week in a match in Memphis, Tennessee at the Mid-South Coliseum, Gossett got involved in a unique sort of way. More on that and more USWA wrestling action to come right after these messages. The USWA wrestling action returns to the Evansville Coliseum Wednesday night. First match, Ben Jordan versus the Inhuman. Then, a grudge battle, Mike Awesome versus Wildside Chris Champion. And this change in the card, a World Tag Team title match, the Southern Rockers battle Sweet Daddy Falcone, Brickhouse Brown with their manager Reggie B. Fine as a result of what happened on television today. Southern title match. Superstar Bill Dundee defends the gold against Hollywood John Tatum with Tessa. Return grudge match. The Dirty White Boys with Ronnie P. Gossett take on Jeff Jarrett and Billy Joe Travis. And the main event, Handsome Jimmy Valiant, a grudge battle against Ronnie P. Gossett. Don't miss wrestling action from the USWA Thursday night in Paoli, Indiana at the high school, sponsored by the Optimist Club. Save $1 on advance tickets. Hanover, Indiana, next Thursday, May 24th, Southwestern High School, sponsored by the FFA. Save $1 on advance tickets. And don't miss the action. Wednesday night, the Evansville Coliseum. Woo!
Oh, Hollywood John Tatum. I got to admit, brother, Tessa's a good-looking girl, but I want to tell you something. Well, I don't think I have to tell it to you. You was there. You saw it. I really think she enjoyed being kissed by the superstar. Now, we got a little match coming up for this belt here, brother, and I really believe away down in the back of your mind you're going to be more interested than keeping me from kissing Tessa, because you're right. I really enjoyed it, and I'd like to go back for seconds, brother, and you're going to be saying, I don't want that little punk kissing on my Tessa. Well, I want to be kissing her, brother, but I also go look after this belt. And they just, you know, brother, if you're the champion, if you bring the belt to the ring and whatever goes wrong, I keep the belt. So maybe I'll get to kiss Tessa, and I'll get to keep this belt, John Tatum, because I know in the back of your mind, son, you're going to be looking after Tessa, and you're going to be worried about me trying to kiss her again. Well, if the opportunity comes, John, just listen to this, brother. The superstar is going to kiss her, and that's a promise from me to you. Now, if you want to wrestle, we wrestle. You want to fight, we fight. But I'm keeping this belt, Big John Tatum.
Michael St. John back with you on USWA Championship Wrestling. Recent match, Memphis, Tennessee, the site at the Mid-South Coliseum. Big crowd on hand. The Dirty White Boys were in action against Mike Awesome and Chris Champion. I want you to pay particular attention to this clip, especially what happens at the end involving Ronnie P. Gossett. Let's take a look.
Heads him back over, tags that on the newest White Boy, Jimmy Powell. And if you can take a look right in that guy's eyes, you can tell this new White Boy is a nut. What a crazed look on this guy's face. Fires Champion off. Champion catches him with one of those big boots. Then listen to the howl coming from Chris Champion. Levels him with a blow. Catches Tony Anthony. They're all taking a walk on the wild side as Chris Champion swung it away. Mike Awesome enters the ring, and now we got all four of them in here. Tony Anthony out. And now Jimmy Powell trying to get Champion up. Can't quite make it. Champion up and over the back. Catches him, rolls him into the ropes. Rolls him up. He's got him down for the pin. No, look out. There's a chain. Mike Awesome has a chain. What in the world is going on? Ronnie Gossett gave Awesome a chain, and he hit Champion. I don't believe it. What in the world is going on here? And here's the collar, Dave. I don't believe this.
Unbelievable turn of events as Gossett picks the chain in to Big Mike Awesome as Champion had Powell rolled up for a pin cover. Awesome just nailed Champion. I can't believe this. Gossett now saying Mike Awesome is the newest member of his stable. As you can see it right there in front of you, Ronnie Gossett paying off Mike Awesome.
Fans, I've got to confess, I had an opportunity to view that film before we went on the air today, and I still cannot believe, it is very hard for me to believe, that Mike Awesome would turn his back on Chris Champion and then go and take money from Ronnie P. Gossett, and it's just hard to believe, but that's what has happened. We have got an interview scheduled with Mike Awesome, and maybe during this interview we can understand better the motive, why this occurred. Let's go to that interview right now.
Chris Champion, every dog has its day. Did you think Ronnie Gossett had forgot what you and your mentally retarded brother Mark Starr did to me when I took you under my wing, made you stars, brought you the CWA World Tag Team titles, and then you had the nerve, the audacity to turn your back on Ronnie P? Well, I stayed awake every night, every day, planning exactly what I'm going to do. And what did I do? By complete surprise. You think Pearl Harbor was something? I brought in Mean Mike Awesome. And boy, did he take care of you, Chris Champion. You didn't know what hit you. You looked up in your dumb fashion and you said, what happened, man? Cowabunga. Well, let me tell you something. You went down like the Titanic, and that's where you're going to stay. Nobody gets on the bad side of Ronnie Gossett. I've rode up and down the roads with only the best. I've talked to only the best. And only the best associate with Ronnie Gossett. Punk, you've got two chances of beating Mean Mike Awesome. Slim and none. And you can take it to the bank. You think polio was the great crippler? Wait till you get in the ring with Awesome and Gossett. Tell him, Awesome.
Chris Champion, beware, because you will get awesomized.
Certainly a change of heart on Mike Awesome's part, but Wildside Chris Champion is incensed. He's got an interview. Let's take a look at it.
Well, it seems an elephant never forgets. And Ronnie Gossett, the elephant that you are, you didn't forget. You didn't forget I ran you out of here. So you paid Mike Awesome off. You paid him off with some green to jump me from behind and take me out, Ronnie Gossett. Well, that's the way you want to play. That's the way we'll play. Mike Awesome, it don't matter. I know Ronnie Gossett better than any man in professional wrestling today. I know how he thinks. I know how he operates. So I'm one step ahead of both of you. So bring it on, Mike Awesome. You bring it on and bring that fat manager down to the ring with you, because I'll take both of you out. I'll side kick your head off and side kick Ronnie Gossett's head off, because I'm going back to my roots. I'm going back down to the wild side, back to the dark side, because I'm going to fight your way, Ronnie Gossett, and that's the way it's going to be. Your way, my friend. I'm going to give you exactly what you want. A walk on the wild side, my friend. You want Chris Champion? You got him, my friend. Mike Awesome, you want Chris Champion? You got him, because I'm coming down your throat like a freight train.
Wildside Chris Champion obviously has a big reason and a big grudge to settle, and I'm sure we'll see that coming. Let's go to Dallas, Texas, standing by a match. Hollywood John Tatum in the ring. Take it away, Mark Lawrence.
Radical Ralph, who has had the electrolysis on the side of his head, according to our director video, Bob. And Radical Ralph is trying not to fall for the old handshake routine with Hollywood John Tatum. Tatum hollering something back out that way, but I couldn't hear what it was. Tatum seems to be particularly wound up here tonight.
Sit down and shut up.
He's after that gal on the front row. I think there's about 3 of them over there. There she is. You gonna shake his hand, Ralph? Not just any Ralph, but a Radical Ralph. Tatum back in the corner. I'm not sure if he's walking backwards or if Radical Ralph pushed him there. I think it was the former. And now Hollywood does a couple of pull-ups against the rope. Tatum with the fancy footwork. And Tatum again wants to make friends. Hollywood John Tatum has been known to be surrounded by beautiful women. And Miss Tessa, his current lady, who is away just probably due to the Bill Dundee situation, but soon to be back. Hollywood John Tatum with a tremendous kick that nearly takes Radical Ralph's head off. Radical Ralph flat on his back. And Tatum says, Mark Lawrence, I'm through with him. And there's a pile driver, and that indeed may be all for Radical Ralph. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and that's all for Hollywood John Tatum and Radical Ralph. The pile driver did Radical Ralph in, and there's the kiss for Radical Ralph from Hollywood John Tatum.
Hollywood John Tatum, awesome wrestler. He hangs around with some lovely women, I'll say that for him. We'll take a break. Superstar Bill Dundee up next on USWA Wrestling. Dundee in action. Let's go to Dallas, Texas in the Sportatorium.
And the throw over the back. Dundee with a stomp right to the top of the head. Looks like palm trees on his tights. One, and the kick out. Dundee always known to wear the psychedelic tights. And Frogman LeBlanc trying to get back into the rope where the hole would be broken. Bronkovic officiating the bout. Flamboyant Eric Embry, Jimmy Jack Funk coming up as the tag team. Dundee on the arm of Frogman LeBlanc. Dundee and Frogman lock up in the center of the ring, move back into the ring rope. Frogman with a blow from the left. There's another. And Dundee gives him a jab straight into the face. Dundee with a drive like he's throwing a shot put. And Dundee now making an offer. And Bronco says, please do not go through with that. Step over toe hold. One. And the Frogman is jumping around trying to keep shoulders off the mat. Frogman back to his feet, limping a little bit after the punishment from Bill Dundee. A lock up, hammer lock, Dundee. You know, Dundee is pretty good with these amateur moves, and I mean that as a compliment, being the basic wrestling moves that one learns in high school, college, uses in Olympic competition. Dundee can get as wild as anybody can in the ring with great speed and great force. But here we have seen, as we have seen before, some great catch-can wrestling moves. Now it's the sleeper from Dundee on Frogman LeBlanc. Frogman with a sleeper on Dundee, with a sleeper on the Frogman, and the arm will fall a third time. Ring the bell. We've got a submission. We have seen several sleeper submission wins for Bill Dundee over recent weeks, and he always, as the sportsman, stays in the ring and gets the blood circulating again in his opponent. All right, Mike, we'll send it back to you after the Bill Dundee victory.
Fans, we're almost out of time. Let me run down the card at the arena this week. This is what you'll see. Opening match, Ben Jordan against the Inhuman. Grudge battle, Mike Awesome against Chris Champion. Some bad blood, and there's going to be a feud there to be settled, I can assure you. World Tag Team title match. Of course, this match was changed by promoter Eddie Marlin. Southern Rockers getting immediately a return title match against Brickhouse Brown and Sweet Daddy Falcone with their manager, Reggie B. Fine, as a result of what you saw on television today. Southern title match, Superstar Bill Dundee will take on Hollywood John Tatum with Tessa. Dundee going to put the gold up, but I think Superstar Billy's got his eye on Tessa. I know Tatum has got his eye on the gold belt. Return grudge tag battle, Dirty White Boys with Ronnie P. Gossett against Jeff Jarrett and Billy Joe Travis, and what a team they've made. And then the main event, Handsome Jimmy Valiant, special grudge match against Ronnie P. Gossett in the arenas this week. Get out and see us. We're out of time. We'll see you next week. Michael St. John. So long, everyone.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of Championship Wrestling.
From the USWA Broadcast Center. Hello, everyone. Michael St. John here for another exciting week of USWA Championship Wrestling. Glad you're along. You know, it's spring of the year now. Everything is busting out all over. Blooms are in the air. And in the USWA, the excitement is at a fever pitch. On the program today, we're going to introduce the new Southern Heavyweight Champion. Also, we're going to bring you up to date as to what's been happening with the Southern Rockers, with Superstar Bill Dundee, Jeff Jarrett, Wild Side Chris Champion, and many, many more. You stay right where you've got it. We've got an exciting, action-packed hour of wrestling, and we've got a lot of things coming up that you'll really want to see. Because we're going to bring you up to date on exactly what is happening right now in the USWA. We've got to take this break first. We'll be back with action right after these messages. As I said in the introduction, we have a brand new Southern Heavyweight Champion. His name is Hollywood John Tatum. Dallas, Texas Sportatorium last night. Tatum won the belt from Superstar Bill Dundee. Let's go to an interview. Hollywood John Tatum in Dallas, Texas. Let's go to it right now.
The music is playing, and I understand Hollywood John Tatum is on his way. Now, Tessa was hit for a week or so after the first kisses by Bill Dundee. Hollywood claiming she was being quarantined for her own protection. But at the Sportatorium last night, Tessa was back on the scene in that Southern Heavyweight title situation in which Hollywood John Tatum prevailed in winning the belt in a controversial situation in which Tessa played a great part in. So Tessa and Hollywood John understand are on their way, and we're just going to keep it here until they finally show up. Either way, Tatum does not want anyone putting their hands, or even worse, their lips, on Miss Tessa. Bill Dundee is looking for an immediate return to try to get the belt back fair and square without Miss Tessa being involved. All right, here they come now. Tessa's all dressed up today in her glittering top, her tight black breeches, and here comes the new Southern Heavyweight Champion. And even a party kiss. Let me go back to the TV mic. Well, Hollywood John Tatum is absolutely in a rage, and I think Bill Dundee indeed has his title shot, but he may also have some real problems on his hand in the future with Hollywood John. And now Dundee has tossed Hollywood John Tatum the key to the handcuffs so that he can unlock himself. But Hollywood is fumbling and has dropped the key on the floor and is having a heck of a time getting out of this. Boy, Hollywood John Tatum is absolutely enraged. There he goes, bolting up the aisle, chasing Bill Dundee away. I don't know where Miss Tessa went. I think she got lost in a hurry.
Oh, that's one fired-up Aussie. That's Bill Superstar Dundee planting a big one on Tessa. That didn't do anything for Hollywood John Tatum. I tell you, he is furious. Superstar Bill Dundee had one goal in mind, I'm sure, and that's to get a rematch for that Southern Championship. Looks like he's going to do it. Let's take a break. More USWA wrestling action right after this. Exciting USWA wrestling action comes this Wednesday night to the Evansville Coliseum. Match time, 8 o'clock. 5 great matches. Opening action, Jim Stewart takes on Ben Jordan. You'll see the Inhuman against Bo Williams. And a grudge match to end all grudge matches, Chris Champion gets his shot to get back at his former partner, Mean Mike Awesome. A return USWA World Tag Team title match. Sweet Daddy Falcone and Brickhouse Brown champions with Reggie B. Fine in their corner. Take on the former belt holders, the Southern Rockers, Steve Dahl and Rex King. And in the main event, the Dirty White Boys with Ronnie P. Gossett battle Jeff Jarrett and his new partner, Billy Joe Travis. Wrestling fans in Hanover, Indiana, Thursday night. Action comes to Southwestern High School, sponsored by the FFA. Admission is $1 off on advanced tickets. Catch all the action Wednesday night, too. Evansville Coliseum, Evansville, Indiana. Match time, 8 o'clock. Be there.
Oh, Evansville, Indiana, baby!
That's right, baby. This Wednesday night, 8 p.m., it's all going to break down right there in Evansville. You know, we're coming with a purpose this time, people. You've seen us bring those belts there, and you've seen us defend them, and we defend them the best way we know how. But we're coming a little bit different this time. We're going to tell everybody right here, right now, we hope they're not ashamed of what they might see the Southern Rockers do, because we're telling you something. Sweet Daddy, Brickhouse, and Reggie B. Fine, we're sick and tired of the way you won the belts, and we're sick and tired of the way you're keeping the belts, and we're coming at you with everything we got. That's right, Stevie. You know, Uptown Posse, Uptown Boys, whatever you call yourselves. It don't matter to the Southern Rockets, baby, because, you know, we've been all around the world. We've held belts everywhere we've been. And everybody knows how you took those belts from us. Come this Wednesday night in Evansville, you boys are going face down in the mud, baby. That's right, baby. I'll tell you one more thing, Rex. Reggie be gone, you stick your nose in our business, and it's just like this right here. Reggie be gone.
Back on USWA Championship Wrestling now in the arena this week. That's a special added match. You just saw it here on television. Superstar Bill Dundee seeking to regain the Southern Heavyweight Championship, now held by Hollywood John Tatum. And that's going to be a fight because Tatum is mad as to what Dundee did with Tessa on television here today. So that'll be at the arena this week. Don't you dare miss it. Earlier in the program, I said we were going to bring you up to date on some of the happenings in the USWA this spring. One of the happenings occurred between Mike Awesome and Wildside Chris Champion while they were partners. Pay close attention to what happened with Ronnie P. Gossett. Let's recap Mike Awesome and Chris Champion.
Catches him, rolls him into the ropes, rolls him up. He's got him down to the pin. Now look out, there's a chain. Mike Awesome has a chain. What in the world is going on? Ronnie Gossett gave Awesome a chain and he hit Champion. I don't believe it. What in the world is going on here? And here's the collar, Dave. I don't believe this.
Unbelievable turn of events as Gossett picks the chain in to Big Mike Awesome as Champion had Powell rolled up for a pin cover. Awesome just nailed Champion. I can't believe this. Gossett now saying Mike Awesome is the newest member of his stable. As you can see it right there in front of you, Ronnie Gossett paying off Mike Awesome after nailing Chris Champion with that chain and knocking him out right in the middle of the ring.
Well, there you see it. For those of you that missed it last week, Mike Awesome, I think some money got into him, quite frankly, the love of money. And I know he's got some words. In fact, I see he is standing by in Memphis, Tennessee with Dave Brown. Let's go to the comments from Mike Awesome and Dave right now.
Yeah, big smile on his face. What is going on? We saw you taking the money from Gossett, and after you turned on Chris, what are you thinking about?
I'll tell you what, Dave Brown, taking that money from Ronnie Gossett, that was just the tip of the iceberg, brother. Was that Chris Champion? Oh, my goodness. We rode up and down roads together, and I was the one that drove all the time. He sat over there in the passenger side. He would sleep. He would actually sleep. We'd have a 3-hour drive, and he would sleep. Can you believe that? And if he wasn't sleeping, he was reading a Ninja magazine, of all things. A Ninja magazine. Oh, my goodness. And then, there's no buts. And then we tag up together. We decide, oh, we're going to go after the tag team titles eventually. But heck, every time we go to the ring, Chris Champion would crowd me out, get in front of me, walk in front. It was always his music we played. We never played my music. It was like he thought he was in charge. And I just got sick and tired of it. I am just sick and tired of Chris Champion just thinking that he is the number one thing around here when he's not. And look at him. He's coming out here trying to take my interview from me. He's trying to take my interview, trying to take everything.
Big boy, I don't know what your problem is. I've been in wrestling a long time, and nobody has more heart than Chris Champion. I took you under my wing because I saw potential in you. I saw potential in you. But I don't know what your problem is, boy. Gossett paid you off. That's...
Fans, I'm afraid, we've lost audio transmission from Memphis, satellite problems. We've got a satellite problem with our hookup with Memphis, Tennessee. In the interim, let's go to Dallas, Texas. Let's find out what's happening in the Sportatorium. We're going to come right back as soon as we get this cleared up.
All right, here comes Billy Joe and Jeff Jarrett. All right, guys, I think all of us are surprised at some of the wild things going on but you are in the middle of that as a team now.
That's exactly right, Mark. You know, things are getting hotter and more exciting in the USWA every single day. But Ronnie P. Gossett and the Dirty White Boys, yeah, you're big and bad. Well, boys, you better get ready, because this week I might take a few tricks, steal a few tricks out of old Billy Joe's bag of tricks. I might bring a Coke bottle to the ring. I might bring a trash can. Or I might get your big, fat, porky head up in the ring, Gossett, and spank your big old butt. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to be ready this week.
I've done a lot of spanking. I've hit people with trash cans. I've hit people with Coke bottles. I don't care. Ronnie Gossett, I'm going to get you. I'm going to sew. If you don't like my singing, that's all right, because I'm going to sing anyway. And it goes something like this. Are you ready? Let me hear what's happening. Well, up down got his house of earth. The bell ring got his folks. 46th Street got Big Billy, and he's a pool shooting son of a gun. Well, he's big and he's dumb as a man can come, but he's stronger than a country yard. When all the bad folks all get together at night, you know they all call Big Billy boss, and I'm gonna get you, fat boy.
Hey, would you sing the refrain for us? All right, he's not going to sing. We'll go to the ring and we'll let them do their singing in the squared circle.
Okay, we're going to break in on Dallas, Texas. We're going to go right back to Memphis, Tennessee. There's some action happening. We've got a satellite link cleared up. Let's go to Dave Brown, see what's going on.
Eddie Marlin is out here trying to get all of this.
A good question was raised. He wants to know how much I was paid.
Yeah, we want to know that, yeah.
It wasn't the price I was paid. It was the money I was paid with. It was the money that he stole from you previously. It was from your mother. It was like your mother paid me to hit you and beat you up. Oh, it was your mother that paid me. How do you... What's my problem? I'm going to fix it right now, my friend. You got a money problem? I'm going to fix it. You got a lot of potential in this business. You're going to win a long way. And I saw potential in you, partner. I saw it, but there's nothing in there. You know, nothing wrong. You are Chris Champion. What? I am sick and tired of you. I am just sick and tired of you, brother. Well, Mike, if you're sick and tired, yes, I suggest you lie down.
The two former partners going at it here on the floor. Mike Awesome, earlier in the week, has taken a payoff from Ronnie P. Gossett. And boy, these guys. Yeah, look at that. I'll tell you what, it got personal here real quick. Let me out of the way here. Champion and Mike Awesome going at each other here. Down on the floor. Awesome had the interview scheduled. Oh, here come some people out to get this one broken up. Sweet Daddy Falcone, Rockin' Randy, Keith Eric, Jen Raper, P.D. Steele. A whole bunch of folks. Finally, get them apart. Yeah, let's, if you can, get Awesome out of here and take Champion out that way, please. Because there was fire flying between those two. Ooh, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
Exciting USWA wrestling action, Evansville Coliseum, Wednesday night. Now, 6 big matches on the card. Jim Stewart opens up against Ben Jordan. You'll see the Inhuman, Battle Bull Williams. Mean Mike Awesome, grudge match against Wildside Chris Champion. It's Champion's chance to get even at his ex-partner. A return USWA World Tag Team title match. Sweet Daddy Falcone and Brickhouse Brown champions with Reggie Fine in their corner. Battle the former champions, the Southern Rockers, Steve Dahl and Rex King. In a special added match, Hollywood John Tatum, the new Southern Heavyweight Champion, will have Tessa in his corner as he puts the belt on the line against the former title holder, Superstar Bill Dundee. In the main event, the Dirty White Boys with Ronnie P. Gossett battle Jeff Jarrett and Billy Joe Travis. Action in Hanover, Indiana, this Thursday night. Southwestern High School, sponsored by the FFA. Save $1 on advance tickets in Hanover Thursday night. And don't miss a minute of the action. Evansville Coliseum, this Wednesday night, bell time, 8 o'clock. Right to Dallas, Texas. Jeff Jarrett, Billy Joe Travis involved in a match. Let's join it in progress.
Boys here. In the ropes, Chuck West takes a chop to the throat. West gets thrown. Comes back into double drives from Travis and Jarrett. Over and down goes big Chuck West, and Jarrett moves into the rope for leverage, delivers an elbow. Jarrett with the speed. Tag made for Billy Joe. Neckbreaker. And one, and two, and Travis picks him up. Billy Joe sneaking over. Billy Joe from behind. Billy Joe having fun as well as being rough on big Chuck West. Chuck West hung in the rope. Jarrett in now. Bronco trying to free Chuck West. Jarrett pulls him out. Big elbow him down. And Jarrett and Travis are just all over the team with Chuck West and Buster Blackheart. Double suplex on Chuck West, who goes over the hard way. Billy Joe with a slam. Billy Joe into the corner for his favorite reverse splash. His trademark move. And Billy Joe bobs up and down, comes down with the pin. 1, 2, 3. So Jeff Jarrett hitting Blackheart off at the pass. Jarrett and Travis have won the event in exciting tag team fashion. Mike, we'll send it back to you in the control room.
That's a good tag team, I tell you. Billy Joe Travis and Jeff Jarrett, they're young lions out there, and they're going to be blazing their trail here in the USWA, I'm sure, in the weeks and months to come. Last week, you may or may not have seen the portion of our program last week where the Southern Rockers lost the World Tag Team Championship belts to Sweet Daddy Falcone and Brickhouse Brown, and of course their manager, Reggie B. Fine. In case you missed it, let's take a look at the tape of how it exactly occurred.
Trying to get it back to 1 against 1 in this championship match. Brickhouse Brown, shoulders down in the match, but there's a cane pass into the ring. The Sweet Daddy Falcone by Reggie B. Fine. The referee sees Steve Dodd there. And the celebration by Reggie B. Fine, Sweet Daddy Falcone and Brickhouse Brown.
Hope that sort of clears it up in your mind how the Southern Rockers indeed lost the belts to Falcone and Brickhouse Brown, and I'm sure there's more to come. We are going live to Memphis, Tennessee right now. In the ring, Sweet Daddy Falcone and Brickhouse Brown and their manager, Reggie B. Fine. Take it away, Dave Brown.
The tag championship belts of the world being removed from the waist right now. Brickhouse Brown and Sweet Daddy Falcone. See where it got us, says Reggie B. Fine. Well, the world champions, true to their form, but not true championship form, I must say, jumped their opponents before the bell even sounds. Thriller and Ken Raper, both in the ring, both jumped by Brickhouse Brown. Whoa, look out! The Southern Rockers jump into the ring. Technical loss. All right. I've got all of this right. The ruling by the referee. The hands are raised to Brickhouse Brown and Sweet Daddy Falcone. They keep the belt. It's a technical loss for Ken Raper and the Thriller, and it's a $1,000 fine for the Southern Rockers. The Rockers, Steve Dahl and Rex King, cost you some money to do that, guys.
Hey, buddy. Money's no object anymore. This thing's gotten real personal. Let me tell you something, Dave Brown. I don't know who these guys think they are, but I'm going to tell you something right here and right now. The Southern Rockers don't play that. So we sat here last week. We defended those belts on TV for all those great fans here. The guy's got to bring a dadgum Kane in the ring. That's fine and dandy, 'cause let me tell you something. We're going to bring Kane to the ring. We're going to bring it all, baby. We're ready. We're fired up. The belts aren't the object. The object is getting even now. We're going to get even with you boys. All right. That's right, baby. Let me tell you something. You guys call yourself the Uptown Boys. You're going to be faked down in the dirt, pals. Because we've had it. The Rockers have had it up to here. And we're going to get even now, baby. Be ready.
Technical loss in Memphis, Tennessee. $1,000 automatic fine to the Rockers under new USWA rules. Last week, Matt Bourne involved in a match against Billy Joe Travis. Watch what happens with Ronnie P. Gossett. Let's recap what went on. Wild action, wild changes in the USWA. Later in that same program, Jeff Jarrett in a match against Jerry the King Lawler. Watch out. Here come the Dirty White Boys and Ronnie Gossett. But look who comes to the ring to save Jeff's hide.
Chases Gossett up the aisle, and he's not through yet.
Wrestling fans, that gives you an idea, a background on how Jeff Jarrett and Billy Joe Travis have become tag team partners as a result of what happened here on television. We're going down to Dallas, Texas. We're ready to go. I understand we've got an interview with the Dirty White Boys, Ronnie P. Gossett. They're coming down the aisle. Take it away, Mark Lawrence.
All right, it's the Dirty White Boys and Ronnie P. Gossett. They'll be involved in our tag team event coming up and involved in an interview right now. And Ronnie P., we've suddenly got new World Tag Team Champions on our mind, but I guess that doesn't make much difference to you.
Doesn't make any difference to me whatsoever. I don't care who your World Tag Team Champions are. My Dirty White Boys can take care of anybody you got. And you can tell all these idiots out here to quit calling me Porky when I come down here. Let me tell you something, Jeff Jarrett, Billy Travis, you idiot. I warned you not to get in the ring with Ronnie Gossett and the Dirty White Boys. I told you what would happen, and I'm a man of my word. Nothing gave me more pleasure than when I picked up that guitar, Billy Travis, and I knocked your stinking brains out. My only regret was I didn't kill you. You turned your back on Jerry Lawler and me, and when you dance, you pay the fiddler. And let me tell you something, pretty boy Jeff Jarrett. You've aligned yourself for that half-wit, and I can't be responsible for what happens to you. You're next on my hit list, boy, and when I get a chance, I'm going to take that guitar and I'm going to wrap it around that pretty face of yours. You think polio was a great crippler, Mark Lawrence? You think Houdini had a lot of tricks? Well, you haven't seen nothing yet to what the White Boys and Ronnie Gossett have got up their sleeves. Tell them, boys.
That's exactly right. You know, Billy Travis, just because you're from Tennessee, it don't mean you can wrestle, and it dadgum sure don't mean you can sing a song. Ronnie P. Gossett brought the White Boys in here for two reasons. One, to get rid of Jarrett and Travis, and the other, to control the USWA. And I'm going to tell you what, Daddy-o, the White Boys are going to carry out the job, boy. And Gossett and the White Boys are going to play a stinking, nasty, dirty tune on your head, boy. Baby, that's it. You know, Jeff Jarrett, you're the biggest sissy I've ever laid my eyes on. You want to come out here and talk about how bad you're going to get? You wasn't no bad boy if you stepped in it. So, baby, you and that stinking Billy Joe Travis, you're talking about you're going to bring some trains. You're going to bring some chairs, trash cans. Well, baby, you get you a tote sack full of stuff to bust us with. Because, baby, we didn't get the name of Dirty White Boys by helping the ladies across the street. We got the name of White Boys by beating punks like you up. Travis, Jack, you're going to have to deal with Ronnie P. Gossett and the White Boys. Let's show them, baby.
All right. I want to say this to you, Mark Lawrence. This should be the happiest day in Texas history because you're finally quitting a job you should have stepped down from the second day that you had.
I guess it's appropriate to call them the new Dirty White Boys, Tony Anthony and Jimmy Powell. And what a rugged team. And you put Gossett in their corner, makes double trouble. And they had some interesting words right here on USWA Championship Wrestling. We've got a break to take. But we'll be back with more action right after this. We're going right back to the Sportatorium in Dallas. The Dirty White Boys are in a match. Take it away, Mark.
Tony Falk, your referee. Here we go, Al Clifton. What are you doing?
I just want to ask you one question. When does your welfare check start after you quit this job? Just like these other heathens are here at ringside.
Did you do that to my chair? Did you do that to my chair?
You can get used to this faulty furniture because you're going to be seeing a lot of it.
Are you going to stand up and let me sit down?
You hear that noise? That's me getting up giving you my chair, you idiot. You sit.
It's my last show and you're going to make me stand next to you?
I'm not moving.
Believe me, I'm not going to try to move you either. Al Clifton in the ring. Clifton. And the White Boys heading.
I want you to look at that big water buffalo. If I was out of shape like him, I'd hit the gym every day. That's the slobbiest, most grotesque human I've ever looked at in all my life.
We continue on with the White Boys against Radical Ralph and Al Clifton. Al Clifton, the legal man.
You know, Mark Lawrence, I believe insomniacs watch you for a cure. You have done nothing but lower these ratings ever since you took over this job. And I'm as glad as I can be that you finally had the decency to quit.
White Boys in charge. Tony Anthony and Jimmy Power.
Well, you get this right here.
You look at that big covered wagon. You know my White Boys have to be in great shape to be in there with a 500-pound slob like that.
What are these comments about slobs?
You're insinuating that I'm a slob. You need glasses, you idiot. I run 20 miles a day. I'm in the greatest shape of my life.
You had a heart condition. You told me last week you had a heart condition. How can you run 20 miles a day?
You don't worry how I do anything. You tend to your little 10-cent job and don't be asking me questions. I don't know what kind of illiterate test you took to get this job, but you passed with flying colors.
Anthony all over Radical Ralph, head into the shoes and boots. And it's a stomp as Power returns to the ring. Ronnie Gossett walking away mercifully. And double elbows, and down goes Radical Ralph. Mike Powell and Jimmy Anthony. I called him Mike last week, my mistake. That the big boy keeps me so rattled half the time, it's hard to concentrate. Down they go on Radical Ralph. The Dirty White Boys in charge on the Clifton Radical Ralph team. Jimmy's got him and delivers that thumb into the throat. And it's a shot to the arm. Here's the tag for Tony Anthony. Anthony in. These guys having aspirations of the World Tag Team belts. The new championship team of Brickhouse Brown and Sweet Daddy Falcone with Reggie B. Fine, their manager. Over the rope, he's got him in pain. It's double trouble back there while the referee is distracted. We're going to take this opportunity to jump in and get a quick commercial break in this bout. But stay with us. We've got lots more coming up, so don't go away. Hey, before we break, look at Gossett out here. And on that note, we'll take our break.
Exciting USWA wrestling action, Evansville Coliseum, Wednesday night. Now, 6 big matches on the card. Jim Stewart opens up against Ben Jordan. You'll see the Inhuman, Battle Bo Williams. Mean Mike Awesome, grudge match against Wildside Chris Champion. It's Champion's chance to get even at his ex-partner. A return USWA World Tag Team title match. Sweet Daddy Falcone and Brickhouse Brown champions with Reggie Fine in their corner. Battle the former champions, the Southern Rockers, Steve Dahl and Rex King. In a special added match, Hollywood John Tatum, the new Southern Heavyweight Champion, will have Tessa in his corner as he puts the belt on the line against the former title holder, Superstar Bill Dundee. In the main event, the Dirty White Boys with Ronnie P. Gossett battle Jeff Jarrett and Billy Joe Travis. Action in Hanover, Indiana, this Thursday night. Southwestern High School, sponsored by the FFA. Save $1 on advance tickets in Hanover Thursday night. And don't miss a minute of the action. Evansville Coliseum, this Wednesday night, bell time, 8 o'clock.
Wednesday night, Evansville, Indiana. I just can't wait to get up there, baby, because there's 2 punks been walking around town talking about the Uptown Posse is running scared. But let me tell you something, punks. You know who you are. We are not scared of you, Southern Rockers. I tell you one thing, baby. When we do get to Evansville, y'all better not be nowhere in the building, because we're going to find you and kick the mess out of you, punks. You better tell them, sweet. Let me tell you something, Southern Rockers. You've tried countless amount of times to take these belts from us, and there's no way you can do it. And let me tell you another thing. In Evansville, the story's not going to be any different, brother. We're going to remain the tag team champs. Tell them about it, Brick. Evansville, one of my favorite towns to show off in. And I can think of nobody better than to show off on until you tired suckers, the Southern Rockers, come and try to take this foul. Let me tell you something right now. I plan, and my man Sweet Daddy, on taking you out.
All right, it is the Dirty White Boys against Al Clifton and Radical Ralph, with Jimmy Powell in charge. And this tag team thriller here with the USWA. Here's Ronnie Gossett heading back around this way.
You know, the only class this show's ever had is when I sit down here with you and halfway carry you through this whole program, because you had got sense enough to commentate. I don't know where they got you. Did you apply for this job, or did they pick you off the street at some gospel mission? You know, that's just a sample of what Billy Travis and Jeff Jarrett are going to get. This is a warm-up, you know, a tune-up for our match for those morons.
Tony Anthony in charge on Radical Ralph.
My guys are in the greatest shape of their life. You're looking at poetry in motion in there.
You're listening to the melodious tones of Ronnie P. Gossett, manager extraordinaire.
You know, you got all these signs that says Porky, Wine, Load, Shamu. I want you to look at these people that are holding up these signs. You've heard of the pot calling the kettle black? Well, I want you to look at that.
Dirty White Boys paying special attention to the left arm of Radical Ralph, who's now thrown out to the floor, and down he goes. Uh-oh, it's a gang-up with Anthony distracting the referee. Big lard gut there, delivers the shot. Powell delivers the shots. And we've got a mess on our hands. I hated that my last bout had to be with Ronnie Gossett. All right, it's Powell with a step-over hold on the arm.
You know, when you're a winner like Ronnie Gossett, everybody wants on the bandwagon. Everybody wants to be part of the action. I get calls all the time at my plush offices wanting to join Ronnie Gossett's camp. I've got thousands of applications that I go over every week. bringing only the best talent to Ronnie Gossett and company.
Ronnie, do you have a self-image problem?
I have no self-image problem, my dear friend, so you keep your wisecracks to yourself. 20,000 comedians out of work, and you're trying to be funny.
I'm just trying to help you. Anthony with the arm bar. In charge, one of the Dirty White Boys, along with Jimmy Power. From the Sportatorium, you're seeing the Dirty White Boys, who have World Tag Team title aspirations and dreams. But so do several other teams. Jeff Jarrett, Billy Joe Travis, the Von Erich brothers, Kevin and Kerry. Certainly the Southern Rockers, former champion. Back in on the arm now. Radical Ralph has been unable to tag Al Clifton since way back in the earlier segment of this bout. Has not only had to suffer in the ring for a long period, but suffer in the ring with great pressure on that same left arm. A clear move to weaken in every way, shape, form, and fashion. Ronnie Gossett agitating the fans. Hammerlock again. And this wild-looking Power certainly wound up on that arm, and the hammerlock, great pain, trying to win by submission here if he gets the chance. Radical Ralph in trouble as Al Clifton waits patiently, needing and wanting a tag. If he and his partner Radical Ralph are going to go anywhere in this event.
Take a good look, Dan! Travis! We're going to stomp your brains out!
Down they come on the arm. The arm bar, and it's just arm punishment. Holds, stomps, kicks, bars, twists. You name it, Radical Ralph got it done to it. Now the white boy Powell has got Al Clifton in the ring deliberately, no doubt, so that Anthony can do this while Clifton argues with the referee. And still no tag has been made. And the bell sounds. It's going to be a submission victory. Finally, the punishment on that arm of Radical Ralph has caught up with him. And the Dirty White Boys have won.
That's just a sample of what Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis are going to get. Just a sample.
Thank you, Ronnie Gossett. There are the White Boys. Mike, we send it back to you.
Thank you very much, Mark Lawrence. Just as I said, Dirty White Boys. Ultra tough right now with Ronnie P. Gossett in their corner. We'll be back, summarize everything you've seen and what's going on in the USWA right after these words. Hot and heavy all over the USWA this week. You'll see in the arena this week, Mean Mike Awesome against Wildside Chris Champion. Bad blood now between those two. Return USWA World Tag Team titles. Sweet Daddy Falcone, Brickhouse Brown, they own the belts. Reggie B. Fine is their manager. Southern Rockers want it back. Special added match as a result of what happened between superstar Bill Dundee and Hollywood John Tatum, as you saw today. And, of course, the main event, the Dirty White Boys with Ronnie P. Gossett against Jeff Jarrett and Billy Joe Travis, and there is a score to settle there. Hope you've enjoyed this edition of USWA Championship Wrestling. We're out of here. Join us back next week, same time, same station. Michael St. John saying so long, everyone.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of Championship Wrestling.